Hey y'all, welcome back to another Corax and Coffee unboxing video. I'm your host, Pete Steele, and today we're going to unbox Shazin, a political strategy board game. This is a game that I have been looking forward to for a long time, and I'm actually really glad that I'm able to unbox this for you today. I have some other things that I want to say about later, but let's go to the table and check out what's in the box.
All right, here's the Shazin box. This is the USA 2019-2020 edition, which means there's a tuck box of scenarios for that particular time and place. Let's just open this up. All right, here we go. It's coming off. There we go. All right. And we're hit with a big old instruction book. Illustrated itemized components list. Very nice. And it looks here they have the game contents, and then for the Kickstarter edition and the presidential edition, and then Kickstarter promotional awards. So it looks like they clearly did one rules instruction booklet for all editions of the game. Pros and cons to that. This is from the creators. How to read this rulebook, an index. And good stuff. So, rules and diagrams and stuff like that. So it looks like a huge rule book, but if you'll notice, a lot of each page is dedicated to things that are not text. So, I mean, you could fit this much text and stuff into a rule book, half of its physical size. So there's not nearly as much to this clearly as the rule book would make you believe just based on the size and weight of it, which is nice, but really nice production. Two-player mode. Cost of victory cards. Cards explained. You got this nice hand script on there for some reason. Reference and glossary of terms and a card list at the end. And then what the different campaign options are for the different tuck boxes. So yeah, this is like a large, like 40-page rule book, but it's text for maybe half that many pages in a complementary rule books of lesser size. So this really shouldn't take you that long to get through. And we have a type of game board here, which is double-sided for print purposes, but just this nice Shazin thing on the back. But places to put all your cards. Nice thick cardboard. And we have tokens. So these resource tokens of various types. So yeah, so resource funds, and you get 52 of those. And you get there it is, clout, 52 clout resources there. And these punch out fairly easily. These are, the cardboard component quality is it's fine. Resource tokens. No complaints. And then you get 52 trust tokens and 52 media tokens. And on the other side, they say trust and media. If we actually bring this other one back, yeah, on the other side, these say clout and funds. So then we have a game board. So let's open that up real quick. Get this coffee out of the way here. Some other stuff off to the side. If we open up this game board, on the back side, it's double printed. On the back side, you have this oath of office. I, full name, solemnly swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Republic of the nation, that I will uphold, preserve, and defend the Constitution, and that I will devote myself to the service and well-being of all people without fear or favor, affection or ill will. Let's do this. All right. It'd be cool if politicians said then, let's do this. Maybe some have. So here's the game board. Put it out this way. You can get the whole thing on camera here. And trifolds out. And you see these kind of different abstracted districts with maybe kind of gerrymandered lines one way or another, depending on the game you're playing. And if you'll notice, it is double thickness printed. So you can put little tokens into these spots on the board. They're not just placed on a single piece of cardboard, which is really, really nice. Just holding this game board in my hands, this is a high quality piece of material. Really nice. All right, so
This game takes me back to many evenings when I was an adolescent and I should have been doing homework, but instead I was discussing and debating this social policy or that political position with my dad. And he was kind and patient enough to have those conversations play out. He's probably also wise enough to not play this game with me at this point.
whole bunch of stuff here. Let's go to these bags. So it's a drawstring bag. And if I can get it open here, should be able to see the contents. There we go. I got it. Here you have a whole bag of these little tokens. And these are wooden painted tokens, and they are printed on one side. And I, just based on what I've read about this game, I do happen to know that is by design for game mechanics. So you get, I think, 60 of these tokens, I'm gonna guess. So in each color for different players. So if we open this one, drawstring bag, which are actually really cool to have these drawstring velvet bags. Yeah, you see those tokens, a whole bunch of them there. And let's just open up all these bags real quick so you can see the different player tokens. Opening drawstrings bags is becoming easier. All right, get the idea. We'll put those back later. That's actually going to be a pain. But so you get 4 bags of those. In, it looks like black, teal, forget the first one, brown maybe, and it seems like it's going to be pink. There's a symbol there. And can I get this bag open? This is on the internet. People have places to go. Yeah, pink. This kind of not hot pink, but like Barbie pink or something. I don't know. All right. So we have cards and cards and cards and cards. Oh no, there are 5. I thought I was like, oh, there are only 4 rather than 5. There are 5. I was just missing one. It was hiding from me in the corner. All right. Yeah, and you get purple ones too. There you go. You can see the symbol on that bag. So here on the bottom, and you have in the bottom of this box, oh, there's a token there. You have this, not storage solution, but reinforcement for the box here, which is nice. And if we open this up, these look like player boards. Yes, you get 5 player boards, which are printed on both sides. So you see the different, I can arrange these so you can see them all at once. The different symbols that they have to mark the tokens and the bags, so you know who's doing what. And so here you see the capitalist, the supremo, the showstopper, and the idealist with their different powers on the bottom here. And are these sides different? Convert 2 voters. No, I think these are the same. How many times do I have to do that to figure it out? But they're double printed, and I don't know why. Are they? Oh, they're different artwork. Duh, I'm looking at the mechanics. But you do have different artwork, which is actually a nice touch. Well, I figured that out before I did. And yeah, so these are all the same except for the artwork. So you can kind of pick your preferred artwork. But you get 5 of those player boards. That's enough of that. And then here, just put all the stuff back in the box that we have to go through. If I can get this open. Wow, epic fail. There it is. We have Capitalist.
Will you look at that?
The Supremo.
Yes.
The Showstopper.
Hey!
The Idealist. And it looks like you have reminders on the back here of some of their powers based on different game conditions. Okay. And then we have 5 player reference cards. They're double-sided, so we'll show both sides of these cards. It's really nice that they have 5 and they're double-sided. Alright, so now we have voter cards, and these look like mini cards, but that might be okay in this game. I typically don't like mini cards. And more plastic to go through, so they come in these nice tuck boxes. So there's your storage solution, these tuck boxes. And these are all same voter card back. There it is. And you get a big old number, and you get different resource symbols. And I think you have to pay these resources in order to get this voter support. That's my understanding. So a whole bunch of 1s, and then you have 2s, and different resources for different 2s based on what's drawn, and then 3s. And I think they're just 1s, 2s, and 3s in this game. There are. So there are your voter cards. And then you have headline and conspiracy cards here. Oh boy, I just sliced into the box. Well, that's my bad. Little damage there. Hopefully I did not damage the cards. That's what really matters. And these are not in additional plastic, but it looks like the cards are fine for my clumsiness. No worse for wear. Okay, so we have headline cards. Headline, 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 and conspiracy cards. So I'll show a few of these. They have different numbers on the back, these conspiracy cards. I think that's the number of resources you have to pay. So, pay it forward. You set up a charity that strategically reroutes capital to the, quote, needy, unquote. Oh boy. And it gives you a game mechanic. And multiple pay it forwards. Spin Doctor. Block. You can pause this video if you want to read this in more detail. I'll show a couple more. Unnecessary sacrifice. Declassified. Ooh. Old government records have been declassified. Pick any conspiracy card from the discard pile. Oh, that's cool. All right, so you get the idea. There are more here for you to discover on your own. It looks like there are about 20 or so. And we have headline cards. The Second Amendment. Oh boy. I have a dream. So this game could be like really fun, but it looks like you really need to play with the right group of people. The Red Menace, oh my. This is going to be really fun to play. Or destroy friendships. Or both. Get the idea there. So this, the scenario is not quite the right word. The set of cards that kind of create an environment for you to play in that comes in this box is the USA 2019-20 box, ideology cards. And it comes in this magnetized, you hear that click? Magnetized tuck box. And gives some instructions there. And then here are the cards. So there really are some, not quite spoilers, but not quite spoilers, I think, in this huge deck of cards. So I'm only going to show a few of these, so you get the idea. But the idea is that, one player reads off, puts these all in the tuck box and reads off the question for another player, and that player either says yes or no, and they don't know, but on each side of the card, based on their answer, you get different resources for a different type of politician. And what's really nice about this tuck box is it does have this place for your finger to reach down and grab these cards. Very nice design there. You can even see the magnet sticking a little bit. That's fine. So, would you back a bipartisan ban on gerrymandering? And you say, yes, democracy is not a self-serving board game. And that's what the idealist would say. Or if the player said, no, that's the supremo. No, redrawing our districts helps us manage our most unruly citizens. Yikes. This one is, will you ban refugees and immigrants from Islamic countries? So these are serious questions that players can play and answer them as they truly believe, or they can answer them in the best interest of what will help them in the game, because what they truly believe may or may not help them in the game. Or you could also play as a character of yourself, but it'll lead to interesting conversations. Let's skip down and show one more in the middle. Should crowdfunding platforms be less regulated? No, I'm tired of supporting my friend's stupid projects. That's the showstopper. And this one says, yes, this is the capitalist. Yes, platforms are a way for innovators to raise capital outside the mainstream financial system. So you get the idea, and there are like 108, 102 cards in here, and I'll leave the rest for you to discover on your own.
Should same-sex adoptions be banned? No. No, they should not.
You can also get tuck boxes for Brexit, for the future, for India, and a couple of other things online, and I think these are about $20 a piece to add more replayability and variety to your game. And that is everything that comes in the box of Shazin.
So that's Shazin with the 2019-2020 United States tuck box. There are plenty of other tuck box scenarios that you can purchase online if you like additional scenarios to make the game more replayable with the same group of people or different groups of people. I want to talk about a couple of the political position cards in this particular tuck box. Should the Electoral College be abolished? Politically debatable. Would you support a ban on plastic bags? Politically debatable. Should the legal drinking age be lowered to 18? Politically debatable. Will you ban refugees and immigrants from Islamic countries? Let's do one more. Should same-sex adoptions be banned? Okay. So for at least the last two cards, and maybe all of them, but certainly the last two, regardless of where you come down on the issue, you, or many others, will think that those are not politically debatable issues. They're going to think there's a fundamental universal right and wrong one way or the other. Maybe. maybe not. But many of the cards in this game have to do with what many would argue are fundamental human rights. Not going to get into what a right is or is not right here, not the appropriate place for it. But this is a game that, for many people, they're going to have fun with it, they're going to think it's a great time, they're going to have a raucous debate over politics, or just play the game as themselves, or a character of themselves in the game in order to win. Because many times, in order to advance yourself in the game, you might have to vote for something that you don't actually believe in real life, or might help you realize, oh, there are multiple sides to this issue, which I think is what the designers are trying to get at, and trying to bring differently minded people together in solidarity to start thinking about these issues more comprehensively. However, I want to acknowledge that as I say that, I'm a person that you can probably tell just by looking at me. I'm white, I'm male, I'm able-bodied, I'm fairly thin, I'm tall. I have a tremendous amount of privilege that is certainly not afforded to all people. And that is certainly going to skew my thoughts about this game, playing this game, and who I play this game with. I try to do so with a certain amount of multicultural competence and humility. I would imagine that there are going to be individuals who, because of the geopolitical situation or political situation in their country, or what they have to deal with at home or work or school or what have you, the last thing they want to do in their gaming time is deal with these issues again. I could be completely wrong about that for some or others, but this is a difficult one. And I think that's important to acknowledge. I am so glad it's in the game space. I've been waiting for something like this to come out for a long time, and I think it could be used for great healing, or at least to start conversations. Others might disagree. I would love to have those conversations with people focusing on not so much the politics specifically, but can this type of game be used for good and to good effect in the game space as a gamified version of politics and social issues. Regardless of your position on any given political issue, I hope you did enjoy this board game unboxing video. If you like this video, you might like some of our other board game unboxings on coraxandcoffee.com, YouTube, anywhere else you can find them. We're on Board Game Geek now. We also have printed game reviews. We have our podcasts and other content all available on our website. Please do like and subscribe, and we hope to see you at the table. Until next time, take care.